So my son asked me if I could do motion capture with the Quest controllers.
I ain't had a challenge like that since I was in high school.
So of course I had to give it a shot. So this is the motion capture workspace. That's the shelf where you have all your animations. That's a new capture animation option. Puts a new animation into the shelf, and then you can rename it if you want to. I'm going to rename this to test. I'm going to delete this once or twice along the way. Alright, so now I have both animations, my test and my skeleton, which I'll show you later. So you can grab onto an animation and pull it towards you, kind of like using the force. If you let go without it being fully in your grasp, it'll return to the shelf. Alright, so I deleted it just to show that you can pull it off the shelf, delete it just by pointing at the trash can. And now it's back, and I'll grab it, put it onto the animation slot, and now you can start creating the animation. So I grabbed a couple nodes. Now you notice the 1.L, 2.L. You can specify left or right nodes. Later on it'll be useful. So now I'm animating it. You can see how many frames I have. Now I'm playing back the frames that I recorded. I'm letting the animation play all the way through so I can get it as close to frame 1 as possible before I start manipulating it by hand. I can drag along the frame indicator and select which frame I want to manipulate, which I haven't really done anything with yet. It'll go forward and backwards. It doesn't wrap around in either direction. I should probably change that at some point. So I'm back at frame 1, and I'm going to reanimate this frame. Reanimate the animation starting at this frame. It'll replace what's already there until I get to the end of the animation, and then new frames will be recorded. So now I'm going to save the animation onto the Quest. The disk icon will tell you if the file is saved or show an error if it's not. So I'm exiting back to the editor, and I'm going to reload the test animation back into the workspace. So the saving and loading works fine, and you can see that the animation I replaced is still there. So I'm going to load a skeleton I had done previously. This is just a test I'd done just after I got a whole bunch of other stuff fixed, bugs fixed, navigation implemented. You'll notice that as I rotate around the skeleton, it's not on the same plane. I'll have to put in new features to align the nodes, but you can move them, and if I wanted to, I could resave the file. I don't have a renaming capability in yet, but that's coming. So that's pretty much all I have to show. Well, that's not entirely true. I do have the ability to define bone relationships, but I didn't record any footage for that, so that'll be for a different video.